Was I ever wrong about my Oklahoma City Thunder? Was I ever happily, ecstatically, out of my mind wrong about my Oklahoma City Thunder in today's Game 4 in Denver? Turning point, do or die, must win, can't go down 3-1, even going home. Not against that team of road warriors, gutsy, thick-skinned road warriors that those guys are. My Thunder should have been up by 30 in the first half. Denver was begging to be beaten, to be blown out of their own gym in the first half. And we led only 6 at halftime because both teams were 2 of 18 from 3. And I tweeted before the game, the key today will obviously be playing hellacious defense, especially on Joker, which they did. But they're 2 ends of the floor. On the other end, you just have to make open threes because you're going to get all sorts of open threes because they are going to play some amoeba type weird zone, double teaming, sometimes triple teaming SGA every time down. And if you move the ball just a little bit, the Lou Dorts and Kaysen Wallaces and Alex Caruso's of the world are just going to get wide open threes. The Aaron Wiggins of the world. I'll get to them in just a moment. So what happens? Up 6 at half, down 6 after 3 because Denver started to heat up at home. They finally got the crowd back into the game at home. They blew us off the floor 33-21 in the third quarter, and I just said enough. Now, if you follow me on X, if you followed me for years on Twitter, you know I'll go with my Jinxed strategy against the team I'm rooting against, obviously the Denver Nuggets. I'm going to basically say the game is over and congratulate the Nuggets after 3 quarters because it did feel over to me. And I've said from day one since the year, before the year started, I just said Oklahoma City's the best team, really by far the best team. But they have to back it up. They have to validate it. And the Draymond Greens of the world and the Paul Pierces of my world on my show, Skip 101, are calling them out because they're calling them bogus, phony, fraudulent. Draymond said nobody's afraid of the Thunder. Paul basically echoed, not he's echoing Draymond, but he just said he didn't even watch the Thunder. Nobody knows the Thunder. Nobody cares. They see the numbers, and they just think they're regular season inflated numbers. They won the West by 16 games. In Game 1 at home, they were a 10.5-point favorite. In today's Game 4 at Denver, they were a 6.5-point favorite. So Vegas is saying, you know, they honor. Vegas knows. And yet, I've not seen Oklahoma City play a worse 3 quarters than they played today. Seriously, haven't seen it. I watch every dribble the whole year. Haven't seen it all year. Not worse than that. Where you're 2 of 18 from 3, and then you're just lifeless in the third quarter. You can't score. You have a hard time getting a shot up on the offensive end because your defenders are all, they felt like all inferior offensive players. And SGA has not knocked the lights out. He has not outplayed Joker because they've both been least valuable players, to tell you the truth. And SGA down the stretch today was horrifying to me, I must admit. But here's the point. When I least expected, I said, now we're about to find out what the Oklahoma City Thunder, 2025 version of Thunder, are really made of. And I asked on X, steel or clay? Well, they were mostly steel in the fourth quarter, and Denver was all clay in the fourth quarter. And I'm shocked to say that to you right here, right now. But that's what I saw. Oklahoma City came out and won the fourth quarter at Denver 29-18. And I'm not saying they played great, except on defense. They've been the best defensive team all year long, and it ain't even close. They can just come at you in waves. Denver is getting worn down mentally and physically through 4 games just by that pit bull Oklahoma City defense. They come at you from everywhere. When they can bring Caruso off the bench, and he's just, hands are everywhere, flipping, deflecting, stealing. Whew. It's just hard to deal with. It's hard to overcome. But here was the key to the game. And this is when I decided I gave up to start the game. And again, if you follow me on X, I quit tweeting. I didn't tweet one time in the fourth quarter because I didn't want to unjinx what I jinxed. I jinxed the Denver Nuggets, I believe. You can laugh at me all you want, but this is how my brain works, how my psyche works. And Denver comes right out and jumps up 73-66. Okay, so they're up 7 with 11 minutes left. 73-66. And I'm still thinking OVER, over. And Cason Wallace, who I had called upon Coach Dagnall to yank in the third quarter because he turned it over 3 times and just looked like he was completely in over his head. Cason Wallace makes a 3 with 10:43 left. Boom. Wow. Didn't see that coming. And then Aaron Wiggins had come off the bench. Good. Give him a little run to start the fourth. And he makes a 3 with 10 minutes left. Boom. Who knew? And then with 8:35 to go, Cason Wallace makes another. They're just dare threes. They're just wide open. You can. It's just like free throw threes. Just size it up, stroke it, free throws. And Cason Wallace made another one, and he ends up going 3 for 3 from the game, for the game from 3, in a game where nobody can make a shot. And so he was the shooting star of the game, just going 3 for 3 from 3. But those 3 threes flipped the script. I didn't see it coming, so I started pacing. My daughter Hazel, who's still sleeping at my feet here, I start pacing in front of her little bed at my feet, just pacing. She's looking at me like, what are you doing? I said, just trying to unjinx the game. I'm just trying to, maybe this will work. And I paced and I paced. I didn't wear my hat. I didn't do anything. I just paced. Didn't tweet one time in the fourth quarter. And it wasn't so much of what we did. It was what they couldn't or didn't do. SGA did have 9 points in the fourth, 3 of 7, but he went 0 of 3 from 3. But Denver shot 7 of 23 in the fourth quarter and 1 of 12 from 3. Denver was 1 of 12 from 3 when I thought they had caught fire in the third quarter, because they had. Joker went 2 of 7, 1 of 4 from 3. Scored 5 points. Aaron Gordon went 2 of 5 from the floor and made the lone 3, and it came late in the game, and it was lucky. It was a lucky heave banker that he didn't mean to bank, to backboard. That was their lone 3, was a lucky 3. So they should have been 0 for 13, and they were 1 for 12 because he lucked in, did Aaron Gordon, who's been the magic man for them. He lucked in 1-3, and I'm like, oh no, not again. Nope. They're missing free throws. Joker shot 1 of 4 from the free throw line in the fourth quarter. I didn't see that coming. And then here's my man, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. I think he'll win the MVP. He deserved to, but that's just a regular season award. And here's what happened down the stretch to my man, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. 1:47 left. We're up 7 with the ball, and he misses a 3. Offensive rebound, 1:35 left. It swings back to SGA. And he misses another 3 that could have just final nail coffin. 1:13 left. They miss again on the other end. Joker missed a little layup shot. Here we come. We're up 5 at this point. And Shai Gilgeous-Alexander dribbles it into traffic and dribbles it off his foot, out of bounds, their ball. I'm like, you're kidding me. I used another word. And then Michael Porter Jr. missed a little 11-foot baseline turnaround shot. That could have cut it to 3 with 1:13. There's about a minute left at that point. And then 29.6 seconds left. SGA misses again. He missed a little 11-foot turnaround shot. So SGA down the stretch, after he scored one driving layup where he just blew past everybody. That was with, 2:22 left, something like that. But, yeah, 2:22 left. But down the stretch in the last 2 minutes of the game, he goes 0 for 3 with the turnover. And I'm supposed to be excited by that? I'm not. I don't love it. I'm going to get deeper into this on tomorrow's Skip Bayless show, but, we've got dueling least valuable players in this series in the 4 games. Joker, who's just been hounded, harassed, subdued, overwhelmed, frustrated, suffocated by the Oklahoma City defense coming at him from all angles, digging out balls as he tries to dribble it in. He's got to bang into Chet, bang into Hartenstein, bang into big Jalen Williams. Man, he's struggling for this series. He's averaging, let's call it 20 a game, but no, I'm sorry. I was looking at Jamal. He's averaging 26.5 per game, 26.5, but he's only shooting 39% from the floor in the 4 games and 21.4% from 3. That'll work. Neutralized. But so has been SGA, who's now 4 of 19 from 3 in the 3 games. And don't ask me what he's done for the whole playoffs because he's been horrendous from 3 for the playoffs. Don't let him catch fire. Don't let the Thunder catch fire in Game 5 coming up in Oklahoma City, because here's what's happened. I'm just going to frame this for you. This is why I love this team. It's a juggernaut of firepower on both ends of the floor, but you haven't seen it against Denver, and they're really a good defensive team. They play with guts and heart and savvy. I give them that. But remember, Game 1 at home, we're up 13 with 6.5 minutes left. We're up 13 with 6.5 minutes left, and we blew it. Come on, SGA, you got to close. You got to show me. Game 2, we said, okay, watch this. And at one point, we led by 49 points, and we won the game 149-106 because that's what they've been doing all year to everybody, including Denver and Boston and just name them. We've done it to everybody. And then Game 3 nearly ripped my soul out because we're up 3. SGA has the ball with 37.4 seconds left. We're up 3, and he missed a 21-footer. And then Aaron Gordon comes down and bombs a 3 the way he's been doing to everybody. And we still have a chance. We still have a chance. We still have the ball with 20 seconds left. Can't ask for much more. We got a shot. Just go down, score. All we need is 1 point to win the game. Drive it, get to the free throw line like I always scream for LeBron to do. Come on, just do it. SGA has been the best downhill driver in the game this year. Nobody gets to the rim better than SGA. Well, okay, and he ends up, they triple team him, and he floats right and misses a little 12-foot shot. It wasn't a terrible shot, but it wasn't a good one. You just got to cash. You got to get to the free throw line. And then we get blown out 11-2 in overtime because we shot ourselves right in the heart. And then today we win the fourth quarter 29-18. So look what's happened. We've been in commanding position to win all 4 games, and we've only won 2 of them. So now you have to validate. You have to shut Draymond's mouth. You have to close Paul Pierce's mouth. And I believe they will. I still believe in this team. I said all day today here in my house, I felt good about them winning this game today, but it didn't go like I thought because they should have won it by 30 points. It should have been 149-106. Just that Denver was begging for them at the start of the game. Here, you take. We don't want game 4. You take it, and they couldn't take it until the fourth quarter when Denver finally said, we still don't want it. You guys want it, and finally, Case and Wallace wanted it with a couple of threes. Aaron Wiggins wanted it with the 3. Those 3 threes turned the whole series, turned the game around. I look up, and wait a minute, we're up 2 with 8:35 to go in the fourth, and we never relinquished? Really? I didn't see it coming. I'm not ecstatic about the way we played. I'm just ecstatic by 2 all going home. I love that. Do we have a chance to win it in 6? Yeah, we have a chance. We're just better than they are, and maybe they're starting to wear out because they don't go very deep. Russell Westbrook was a disaster today. He's a minus 20. He shot 2 of 12 from the floor and 2 of 9 from 3 because that's just who he is. He didn't turn it over today, but that's it. And we did out-rebound them. We made a physical stand, 55-49. We had 15 offensive rebounds. Okay, that's how you have to do it. Three-point shooting was a rock fight. It was a standoff. We were 10 of 41. That's 24.4%, but they were 11 of 45, and that's 24.4%. That's what happened. We just hit 3 timely threes and hung on because they couldn't. I'll take it. I am so happy because 3-1 would have been over. They're not coming back from 3-1 down against this team. And I still feel like this. You can laugh if you want. I just feel like I'm watching the NBA Finals right now. I feel like these are the 2 best teams still standing. Take nothing away from Boston or Pacers, New York, whoever you want to talk about. I just think these are the 2 best teams, and this is a man battle. And I'm watching Oklahoma City become men. I think they've got the jitters out of their system now. I think they're ready to play Oklahoma City Thunder up basketball. I think they're ready to bring the Thunder in Game 5. I don't want to jinx them. I just think we are ready. Way to go, guys. You certainly shut my mouth today in the fourth quarter.